Hi guys, I'm Best Goldfish, and just look at those Swiss cheese plants and bamboo. Just they're so beautiful for my aquaponics. Anyways, so today we are going to talk about swim bladder disease. What is swim bladder disease? What causes it? And how does it look like? And how to prevent it? That's what we are going to talk about in this video. Okay. First off, swim bladder disease just stinks because you come up to a fish tank and you just look at the tank hoping to see happy beautiful fish, and then one sudden random night or morning you see them floating up or sink into the bottom, and they just they're super unhealthy and you don't know what to do. And it's really stressful in that situation if you do really love your fish. And that's what swim bladder is. Let me just pop a video of what it looks like. You can see in that video that the fish is floating, the black one. That's swim bladder disease. Okay, now that you know what swim bladder disease is, now let's go to what causes swim bladder disorder. Okay, reason number 1 is overfeeding. Overfeeding is when you feed your fish too much, then they should swallow. That's pretty basic. Okay, another reason is that you don't feed them enough veggies. What does that mean? Like, you don't feed them spinach, broccoli. Spinach is not a vegetable, but whatever. Broccoli, peas, like that. You have to feed them, not just dry, protein-rich food pellets. Those are good, but nothing is good when you have too much of it, and that can cause digestive issues and swim bladder disorder. So definitely give them enough vegetable. And okay, another reason is bad water quality. This can affect, and this is completely your fault. You should maintain water quality, and bad water quality could become swim bladder disorder. And that's a very common way of getting swim bladder disease. The next one that I'm going to say is actually not your fault. It's just bad genetics. Goldfish are one of the fish that have bad genetics, like one of the most common fish to get swim bladder disease because they have such bad genetics, especially the fancy varieties. The common goldfish, that's why they are most beginner friendly, because common goldfish don't really have bad genetics as much as the fancies, like this cute ball you see here. And this is not your fault if they get it from this, but that's one reason. And another reason is internal infections, like the bacteria goes into their digestive systems, and then it causes digestive issues, and you can't really get them back from that, except some weird ways, like organ failure happens, etc. Like swallowing air is another common reason that goldfish get swim bladder disease. That means like when you put the floating pellets on the top for them to eat, they come up, eat it, they go back down, they swallow some air. For me, I have been feeding them for years these floating pellets, and I have not seen anything bad happen. But this could change according to goldfish and how much more of bad genetics do they have and more susceptible they are. But for me, this hasn't happened, but for you it could happen, so I would suggest going to sinking pellets. Okay, those are the common reasons that goldfish get swim bladder disease. And now we will see how do we cure a goldfish from swim bladder disease. Okay, so step 1 is what we have to do is we should stop feeding a goldfish for 3 days. I know this is very hard to do because they always come for food, but it could be because you overfed them for a little bit. You could have overfed them a little bit more than you should, and they could have got some digestive issues because they are not used to that much food in their gut, because goldfish don't even have stomachs. And so it could be some digestive issues, like it's just a one-time thing it could be. So I would suggest go and stop feeding them for 3 whole days, maybe 5. 5 could be a little bit more, but maybe giving some peace while that, and 5 days could be also better. And also I would highly suggest upping the temperature slowly to 80 degrees Celsius, not like snap in a sec, snap go from 70 to 80, not like that. slowly up your temperature to 80 degrees so it doesn't shock your fish, and then their digestion will become faster and their metabolism will be better, and then it could be that's the thing. Usually this is what happens, and this usually solves the case. But if that does not happen, you have to go to step 2, and step 2 is feeding them boiled and deshelled peas. Boiled and deshelled peas is pretty much those green peas that you get on the supermarket. Take it, defrost it, boil it or microwave it for 1 minute, and take that green pea and deshell it. A transparent little shell they have, remove that shell and that mushy little green part. You have to feed it to your goldfish. But remember, do not change the temperature. If it's 80 degrees, keep it at 80 degrees. Keep the water warm, not like cold. Keep it warm, like at 80 degrees while feeding this, because this helps them to poop out all the waste and the pressure in their gut and swim bladder. So yeah, this is very important step, because if the fasting did not work, it could be that they have some pressure on stuff in their swim bladder, which has to be taken out, like snap. And I find the best way to do that is giving them green peas. Just take that deshell pea, put it in, and if your goldfish has some severe swim bladder issues and is floating at the top, cannot get down, you might have to hand feed it, take it close to the mouth and give it like that. But somehow do this, and this could help. And do not feed them anything else, but only deshell green peas for maybe a week. Keep it up for a week, and if that doesn't happen, you have to go to step 3 of solving this case. Giving Epsom salt baths in the tank and baths out of the tank can help. If the peas didn't work, if the fasting didn't work, the temperature up high, and still it's not working, your goldfish still on the top and it's not helping, then give him Epsom salt baths. Luke's Goldfish actually has a whole blog thing in his website, and I'll put a link that in the description. Go check it out. It's just how much you have to put and stuff. Do that for a week, maybe, I don't know. It depends on how much it will get better or not. Do this. What the Epsom salt does really is just it relaxes the goldfish's body, it relaxes the digestive system, the swim bladder. It helps them poop. It helps them get that gunk from the gut out and reveal their swim bladder and their tensed up muscles and stuff. It just chills it all out. It just it works for humans as well. It's the same thing as what Epsom salt does to humans. The same. You can put it directly to the tank or with baths. Luke's Goldfish has the instructions clearly. Go check it out. And if the peas didn't work, if the fasting didn't work, even the Epsom salt baths didn't work, you might have to do something else, which is giving them antibiotics. Yes, there are such things as antibiotics for fish, and the reason we give them antibiotics now and not then is because it could have been something like digestive issues from their gut and stuff, but if those didn't work, it could be some bacterial infection. I know from some places like Canada, antibiotics for fish is not very common to be found. Even in where I live in Sri Lanka, it's not very common to be found. But you can find antibiotics in the US and many countries, or you could go online on Amazon and stuff. I like to use Canaplex. I haven't needed to use it, but I would suggest using Canaplex or metronidazole for that. For this, because it's really important that you use this and not euthanize them right away, because it could have been a bacterial infection in their body, and it could have led them to float up or sink down severely. And Yeah, this is absolutely not good and it's very hard and expensive to treat, but you have to do it for your goldfish. Antibiotics, metronidazole or Canaplex. Canaplex is better, I think. Secam Canaplex, Secam metronidazole. Use that, and if that doesn't work, you might not like to do this, but you have to the antibiotics. Just do it, see if it works, and if that doesn't work, you might have to euthanize them or do what I might do in this case, because I don't like to euthanize fish, and it is physically removing the air from the goldfish's swim bladder. You can do it physically. The best course of action is not to do it yourself. Go to a vet, because vets usually are more experts. Let's say they are experts and they know how to do this for your fish, and if you do it yourself, there's a slim chance that your goldfish survives this. There's a slim chance your goldfish recovers. There's a slim chance that it goes absolutely well and goes back to normal, but there's also a high chance of him dying off because you messed it up. The clove oil was too harsh, or you poked him in somewhere else, or the digestion system or the heart, and you pulled up too much stuff and now he sinks. Something could go wrong, and it's most likely that happens. But I must say this: before euthanizing your goldfish, at least try and physically remove the air from their swim bladder, because this has a slim chance of working. But when you euthanize them, there's 100% chance that they are gone. They're gone, okay? They're goners. But just try, get an injection, pull it out. There are many videos online on how to do it. I'm not a vet. I have no clue on how to do this. But if I was in this case, I would check and research and learn how to do this. Vets, it's the best thing to do. Go to a vet and take it out that way. But I'm telling you, vets are very expensive. I can't afford a vet. I mean, I could if I try, but it's very expensive. So I would say do it yourself. If the vet's possible, go for it. But if it's not possible, just do it yourself. And it could die like that. And if it's still alive but had absolutely no success, and one more day passes, nothing, euthanize it, because it's the best thing to do for it. Its life is being such a bad thing. It's it's in the surface, its belly is becoming red, and it's super horrifying for the fish. Euthanizing it will make it rest in peace, let's just say. And I would euthanize it if that all doesn't work. Now let's go on how to prevent this. Okay, how do we prevent swim bladder issues? Okay, the first thing you could do is, you have to do this: do not overfeed them. Feed them the correct amount that they had. You see that Casper still did not get that that tubifexum tube. Anyways, do not overfeed them. Give them the right amount and make sure. Okay, that's step 1. Do not overfeed them. Step 2 is maybe have a higher temperature in your tank. But I must say that lifespan of your goldfish might decrease. If you can healthily live for 15 years, you could healthily live for 10 years something. I don't know how much disease, the numbers or anything, but it does decrease a little bit. But I would say take the risk, because if it happens directly, it could be the end instantly. Not instantly, but on a course of action. So try and do this, and feed them up the temperature. Do not overfeed them, and then make sure you feed them lots of veggies. I mean, a lot of times, at least 2 times a week, maybe possibly 3 times a week. Feed them boiled and de-shelled peas. I actually gave these guys their de-shelled peas yesterday, and they absolutely loved it. Goldfish usually love their de-shelled peas. Do that, and that can help reveal their gut with the up temperatures, and it's less likely chance that your goldfish gets swim bladder disease. And also after that, maybe occasionally once a month, give them Epsom salt baths for 30 minutes to relax their body that way. And your goldfish chances of getting swim bladder decreases, but I must say this still could happen because of bacterial infections and genetics and stuff, and maybe some occasional things that could happen. But anyways, that's my little video of swim bladder disorder in goldfish and how to treat. Hope you like it. Like and subscribe, share. Bye bye.